Right, so I had to re-record this because apparently it messed up somehow. So I'm just gonna run through this real quick. Okay, alpha, beta, and max. The product and sum of the roots of a quadratic, there's two things, alpha, beta, and alpha plus beta. Given the quadratic equation looks like ax squared plus bx is equal plus c is equal to 0. So where this integer here is c, this integer here is b, this integer here is a. So there's two main things we have to know. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus beta plus alpha, and alpha by beta is equal to c over e. So using the values up here, we have minus 512 for alpha plus beta, and alpha beta would be 4 over 2, which is equal to 2. Okay? Down here, I have some breakdowns of the identities that we have to know. Okay? So we're going to explore these. Okay? So here's the first one. 1 over alpha by 1 over beta. Okay? The first thing you do is we cross multiply it. And we get beta plus alpha over alpha plus beta, which is therefore the identity for it is alpha plus beta over alpha beta. Okay? Here's how you get that. I broke it down here. Wait, no, I didn't. This is the next one under here. Right? Let's say we had alpha plus beta squared. We cannot just say it's minus b on alpha squared. We can't just say that, right? We have to expand it out. We get alpha plus beta, and then we expand it out again. We get alpha plus beta squared is equal to alpha squared plus 2 alpha beta plus beta squared. We move the 2 alpha beta over. We get alpha plus beta squared minus 2 alpha beta is equal to alpha squared plus beta squared. And that's the identity we have to know. Alpha squared plus beta squared is equal to this. Okay, those are the big identities that we have to know. Alright, so here we have alpha minus beta squared. So that is alpha minus beta. We get this is equal to this. We have alpha, we reorganize it. We can see that alpha plus beta squared, alpha squared plus beta squared is present. So that's, we break that down. This is the identity we just got earlier. So we break that down into this, and we simplify it. We get this. Alright, right. Now here we have 1 over alpha squared plus 1 over beta squared. We cross multiply it. We get alpha squared plus beta squared over alpha squared beta squared, which alpha squared plus beta squared. We can see how important it is to do this, because it comes back again and again and again. We have alpha plus beta squared minus 2 alpha beta is equal to alpha squared plus beta squared, and we put that in. We get alpha plus beta squared minus alpha beta minus 2 alpha beta, my bad, is over alpha beta squared. Alpha squared by beta squared is alpha beta squared. Right? Cool. Here we have another identity. Now, this is all about just applying what we know about mathematics. All the rules, all the fraction rules, all the BODMAS, multiplication rules, division rules, things like that. Okay? So we have alpha plus 1 over beta plus beta plus 1 over alpha. I split it into 2 and I work it like that. Okay? So I'll draw a line to show how I split it. Okay? So over here we have alpha plus 1 over beta. We cross multiply. Well, first off, I rewritten the equation as alpha over 1 and beta over 1. Cross multiply it. We get alpha beta plus 1 over 1 multiplied by beta, and over here I did the same, and I got beta by alpha plus 1 over 1 by alpha, which I simplified down to this, and then from there I cross multiplied it one more time to get our final equation of we got this equation here, right? And then expand that, we got alpha squared beta plus alpha beta squared plus beta over alpha beta, because remember it had this the divisor, whatever it's called, denominator. So because we had the alpha beta, we could cancel that out. We could cancel it out, and then we could get rid of the squared. Cancel this beta out, get rid of the squared. So we get alpha beta plus alpha beta plus alpha plus beta, which is 2 alpha beta plus alpha beta. That's the identity for um for one for this here. Alright? Cool. I'll work out the question here. So if I express the sum on product of roots in terms of P and Q, you can just look at the you just look at the answers right here. Now I will still show the video that didn't come out properly. The audio is messed up. If you can follow along, you can watch it. I'll just run through everything here quick. So no problems anymore. That's about it. Goodbye. Alright fellas, welcome to Alpha Beta and Math. Alpha Beta and Math are basically equations we derive sum of the root of an equation is x1 and represented by alpha. That's the product of sum of the product of the sum of the root minus b. Yeah, broke the this integer here, this integer minus b. Trying to find the on. Not this is the very bare brood, not to it, and there's a oh it's um alpha plus alpha b. That's the and now we can find one alpha plus beta squared alpha plus would be equal to alpha squared plus 2a. We expand it, right? Can't just say alpha plus straight up. Can't do that. Alpha plus alpha at alpha plus 2 plus b. So by this now we could alpha have it. Transpose alpha minus alpha beta is equal to alpha squared alpha squared. Actually, I did. There's a website. I'll put it. I just did it. I'm gonna just. After we have the sum of alpha minus, it's equal to. You expand the bracket. Alpha minus uh alpha alpha plus alpha minus minus two alpha beta plus beta alpha minus. So alpha minus we can. So we have this identity. Then we just find that alpha plus alpha alpha beta alpha minus alpha minus. Oh, this one's a little down. Basically, there's more. Find alpha and that is alpha. And then alpha and basically how we have it alpha back down again alpha plus beta minus Uh, alpha, alpha. Yeah, yeah, it's alpha on multiplied. Really, all good listen. It's and I 1 over alpha, alpha. And yep, and let alpha alpha plus is multiply another way. Less alpha over 1. alpha b 1 by plus the alpha plus 1 by alpha. Alpha b alpha add alpha have it a little bit hard to remember. I would just drive them. That's also what's a guitar? So here next question. You know alpha really quadratic. Find alpha. If the right, so first off, 0.4 over so and when right, let's take Right, so that's readily of the equation alpha plus alpha beta. Alpha plus cancel. Add sum of roots. So we just found the value of q. Plus for hence n of that was um oh a lot of practice with this I really get it out. That is about um rhythms. Come later today. I'll upload this and yeah that's that. Thanks for watching guys. 1 minute. I would recommend guys indeed. I would at least understanding how we get these, and it should be good for the don't. So that's that. Thank you for coming to my TED talk. I will see you guys. Logarithms.